others, Daphne's, their children too. And their children forever true.
What he do, y'all? You already know. But just in case you don't, let me let y'all know again, man. This is none other than yours truly, the savior of souls, the best lightning man out here, destroy the pokey faggots and fagatus. We back at y'all again. Man, yesterday was a good day. I know this video should have been up yesterday, but you know, I did that on purpose. I wanted to see them actually sit here and wait for me to post it like they was. You know, man, I got them eating out my hand, bro. It's just crazy. You know, I think I'll label the fagatus and poking faggots one, you know, start calling them the elitists and you know, the elitist damn, I almost called them elitist poking faggots. The elitist faggots of NT. Because that's what they are. You know, we got 2 ringleaders. Y'all should know who they are. You know, because I done made a YouTube video about destroying them. Well, I done made a channel about destroying them. Soon enough, it's gonna... I mean, the whole destroying them motif will never go away, but it'll be a lot more Tekken content on here too. Me commentating and talking shit the same way about the opponents I have in those matches, about the weird, terrible things that they do in matches. You know, today ain't about that though. Today is about destroying the, or no, my bad, not destroying. Telling the story of Mark, right? So it's so weird, right? So the story starts like this, right? Let's start when I first met her. I was in a lobby, obviously doing this, beating people's ass with lightning. But back then I was learning a lot more, so I was probably just getting my ass beat too. And I was fine with that because I was learning. You know what I mean? Everybody was learning. Nobody was just like the pro god level of anything. Unless you were like a Japanese player that had the game before everyone else. You know, no one was like this high tier pro player unless you've been over there playing the arcades. Or unless you had some sort of access to the game before everyone else. I'm not talking about a beta test. I'm talking about having the game like years before the American version was even accessible. But anyway, so she chases me to another room after I beat her ass, right? Then she sends me a friend request. And I send her a voice chat. You know, I'm high as a bitch. You know, I'm in good mood and shit. She doesn't want to talk. I'm like, you know, this is familiar. This reminds me of somebody that one of my friends was telling me about. But I think I'll get into that. That's a whole nother story. And then, you know, that it's its entirely own video. And I think I'll make a video out of that. The story of how Nightmare brought them all to an end. But here, right? So now, like, finally, after me sitting here, like, explaining to her like, you know, what I do is I'm trying to get better with Lightning. You know, I was just telling her what I was trying to do. I get better with Lightning and just be a better player. Then she finally gets on mic. And this whole time, I don't know what made you think that I was some type of bad person. But then it's kind of like I had to like show her that I wasn't this, which was weird to begin with, which is not normal for what normal people do to begin with, right? Especially when you meet somebody. So I'm like, but I'm too high to care about none of that shit. I don't look at her as no real life friend. I'm looking at her as somebody I met in the game that we can play the game together. That's all that was. There was nothing more to that. So then, you know, this guy named Lunar Doom, like, he ends up asking me, so yeah, Madara, I'm this, you know, he gets to describing me and who he was and all these other things. He said he was her brother, which I end up finding out that that's not true. That they are not related. You know, on his profile it says taken by Kawaii Mari because they are under the impression that I liked it, which was not the case. She asked me over a conversation that had a lot to do with Lightning. This is why I say the reason why Meritress is fucking with me. The reason why she stopped being my friend and tried to take Suki's side when I beat her ass in the match. You know, that's the reason why most females are the way they are. Because, just like Assassin Trez or Assassin TRZ, right? Like, these are words verbatim from her mouth. Well, from Musei's mouth, as he was, her white knight that talked for her. She can't speak on her own. She don't want to speak to me, so, I'm gonna get Musei to do it. Musei does what I say. That type of shit. It's all rooted in Lightning at the end of the day. I know. And it's not a fictional character's fault. It's a lot of, and it's just like I said, because the way Assassin came off with it, she sounded like she was jealous. This is what I told Musei too. Just like Mari. She got to begging and asking me for her to be my wife. And I'm like, what the fuck is a wife? It's a weeb term for someone who is really into an anime character. That's what wife is. It's a weeb term. And I'm like, okay, I see what this is. I didn't give a fuck because I wasn't, I didn't care. I was too high to care.
We hope in the face of despair.
Then started disrespecting me. Every time we would lose a match, which that's what's going to happen. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. That's a fact of life. But she don't like that shit. So then she get to blaming it.
I won't let anything
pointing fingers. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. It's the pedophile. Like, why am I that?
You have my thanks.
When did I ever come at you in some type of extra sideways ass creepy way? But then I'm weird for leaving somebody weird like this alone. This has been the Save Your Souls. We'll catch y'all again.
The messenger is standing at the gate, ready to let go, ready for the crash of the messenger. Too late for whispers, too late for the blush. The past is mercy when the future's low. Kneeling journey dressed in the cloak of shadows. The hunting's grim for the innocent eyes. The minions